everyone, let's take a closer look at the functions and operation of the Prol DIGIPAD8 digital mixer. When the mixer starts up, we are greeted by the main screen, home page, which summarizes the position of each channel's fader, the mute status, the monitoring bus status, and the input levels for active channels. In the upper left corner, we find the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth icons, which indicate whether they are active and connected to a network or device. Touching the channel numbers from 1 to 8 and L/R quickly toggles the mute on or off for the channels and the master. The solo function is additive, so we can listen to multiple channels simultaneously through the dedicated monitoring bus. Pressing one of the SEL buttons above the faders or touching the faders for channels 1 to 8 on the screen opens the window for the corresponding channel. Here we find the button to return to the home page, a drop-down menu with all the pages related to the selected channel. The slider to scroll through channels and all input settings. From 1 to 4, we find Gain, Input Impedance Selector on channels 3 and 4, Pan, Input Delay, usually not found in mixers of this range. Polarity, Assignment to the master bus, Stereo link, linkable pairs are 1 to 2 and 3 to 4. Phantom Power Activation on all XLR combo channels. Mute, Solo. From 5 to 8, we find all the same settings except for Phantom Power. Link, which is replaced by the monosum activation, usually not found in mixers of this range. Impedance Selector. Pressing the SEL button of the master or touching the LR fader on the home page takes us to the page related to the stereo output. Here we find a drop-down menu with all the settings related to the selected channel. The slider to scroll between the main out and the auxiliary sends. All outputs feature the slider for output delay with its activation button, the headphone send fader, which can be set to pre or post fader, while the auxiliary outputs also include the solo button, the mute button, the assignment to the stereo bus, the send tap point, pre or post fader, pre-dynamics, or pre-everything. The buttons below the screen are shortcuts for the main mixer functions. Menu refers to the overview of all mixer functions. Scene opens the scene management window, with scenes available from 1 to 10. Inputs opens the settings for the mixer's physical inputs, from 1 to 8. Aux sends opens for each selected physical channel, the send level to aux output 1 or 2. Rev sends opens for each selected physical channel, the send level to the reverb processor. Outputs opens the settings for the physical outputs of the mixer, L/R and aux sends. BT opens the Bluetooth board settings with buttons for enabling the board, pairing and unpairing devices, adjusting the level to the master bus, solo and mute buttons. Pan and Bluetooth audio sends to the auxiliary sends. USB opens the settings for the integrated 2x2 USB interface, where we find pan, level to the master bus, solo and mute buttons. USB audio sends to the auxies, and the setting of USB audio output from the mixer to the computer or tablet. The rotary encoder allows you to adjust any mixer parameter indicated by a slider, such as gain, pan, and levels. The illuminated ring around the encoder indicates the master output level following the stereo bus meter status. Pressing the encoder always brings us back to the home page. The menus not available as physical shortcuts can be accessed from the menu button. In particular, the level page, where we find a summary of the mixer status with channel levels and the processors activated for each channel. 48 indicates phantom power, E indicates equalizer, C indicates compressor, G indicates gate, M indicates mute. Wi-Fi opens the wireless network configuration page, where we can choose to operate as a Wi-Fi client, connecting to one of the networks available in our area, or as a hotspot, creating a private mixer network with a customizable password. Rev opens the reverb processor configuration with editable room size and return level, solo and mute buttons. Through the Rev Set button, we can send the reverb to the auxiliary sends or to the master, change the pan, and select the send tap point. System opens the summary window of mixer information with fader calibration functions and reset to factory settings. When opening the application, we are greeted by the mixer connection screen. If the device and the mixer are connected to the same network, tapping search will scan the network and list all detected Digipad units. Once our mixer is selected, we can tap connect and we will be taken to the application homepage. Here we find the mixer tabs displaying the faders for all channels. In the channel tab, we find inputs 1 to 8, aux masters 1 and 2, LR master bus. In the BT/USB tab, we find the faders for the Bluetooth and USB interfaces, both input and output. In the Rev tab, we find the reverb processor return fader. The buttons in the upper right corner lead to the channel settings. In opens the input settings. Out opens the output settings. Rev opens the reverb processor settings. System opens information about the application version. Scene opens the menu of the scenes saved on the mixer from 1 to 10. The windows are organized to mirror the layout of the mixer's display. Therefore, in the inputs, we will find config with the input settings. In the application, we can assign a color to the microphone channels to recognize them quickly. EQ to access the 4-band equalizer, plus high-pass and low-pass filters. Comp to access the compressor. Gate to access the gate. Aux send to access the sends to the auxiliary buses. Rev send to access the send to the reverb processor. Tapping the number of a channel on the home page takes us to the same input settings for the selected channel. In the outputs, we will find config with the output bus settings, PEQ to access the 4-band equalizer, plus high-pass and low-pass filters, limiter to access the output limiter. Tapping the name of an output bus on the home page takes us to the same output settings for the selected bus. The Rev button leads to the reverb processor settings, including room size and the sends to the master bus and auxiliary sends. To access the settings for the Bluetooth and USB inputs, simply tap the name of the corresponding channel in the dedicated tab.